Alright, y'all, back at it. I'm about to head to the gym. Originally, I was supposed to fly today, but that got canceled, obviously, because of the weather. Again, about to hit the gym, hit my chest and shoulders. And I think I'm just taking y'all through a day of my full day of eating, basically. Alright, so first meal of the day, I had a salami, egg, and cheese sandwich, along with a protein shake. Just that one sandwich and a protein shake leaves me really full for hours. Really quick to make as well. Probably takes me about 5 to 10 minutes to fix all that. Alright, meal number 2, I had a green apple as a pre-workout snack. Apples are really underrated when it comes to satiation. They tend to give me a spike in energy, and in my opinion, they're a great light snack to have before training. Alright, so I'm at the gym. About to change to get ready. I had 2 lessons set up this week, and this one today has been canceled, so I'm hoping that on Saturday that I have the opportunity to go out and have one more flying lesson before I travel back home for Christmas. But we'll see what happens. Obviously the weather's so unpredictable here. Or not unpredictable, it's really predictable. If it snows and all that stuff, you get a lot of fog and all that, so that just pretty much shuts everything down in my case. Moving on to the second meal of the day, we've got us some trout, some basmati rice. Yep, shout out to my girl, by the way. We've had a problem with these really high carb foods such as couscous and rice, so she figured out that we could substitute rice with sweet potatoes. With the sweet potatoes, you get your micronutrients, and you can have double the amount of sweet potatoes for half the amount of calories that you'd have in rice. Last but not least, we've got us our mixed veggies. Here's how the food came out on the plate. I also had a protein shake as well to help hold me over into my next meal. Again, simple, efficient, and quick to make. Alright, just getting in from the gym. About to go ahead and make some food to eat. Obviously, I'll just be eating the same thing that I had for lunch already. Diving into some flight theory again right after I'm done eating. Gonna join a webinar actually. There's one online today, so I can speak with other people and get advice from flight instructors and all that, and they go through different subjects and all that sort, so sounds good. Alright, so we're just gonna go ahead and start off with 100 grams of basmati rice. As y'all can obviously see, again, 100 grams of basmati rice for that amount of calories is too little. Had it been sweet potatoes I had that day, like I had in the coming days, I would have been able to fill up half the plate. Up next, we've got our veggie mix. Real standard, nothing special about that. In addition to that, we've got our trout. Lastly, I'm just throw some sriracha mayo on there for a bit of flavor. Voila, all done. I just wanted to bring up what my routines have been during this cut when it comes to eating. It's been simple, nothing over the top. I like to simplify things and not make it hard for myself, but still get an efficient result. Usually when you hear about dieting and cutting and all that stuff, you usually hear about people that, in a way, snack all day. What they'll do is they'll eat smaller meals and they'll eat more often throughout the day. Yeah, snacking and eating small portions and eating like every 2-3 hours during the day would have been really difficult. Obviously, people have to work, and you can't just really pull out food right in the middle of work and just start eating when you're not supposed to, you know what I mean? It's a bit difficult to do that unless you go and like make a deal with your boss or whatever, just pull out meals during the day. But I'm not really comfortable doing that, so that right there, that doesn't work for me, if I'm being honest. I've tried that before, where I'll eat smaller meals during the day, but it's like the only thing I end up thinking about is, when is my next meal? When is that coming? And that is really disturbing, and it's a really disturbing thought to have throughout the day when you're trying to focus and get through work or get through school or whatever you may be doing. So basically, during this cut, I haven't really done anything different. I'm still eating larger meals during the day, maybe about 3 or 4 of them, depends. Obviously there are maybe 1 or 2 snacks thrown in there if I'm still feeling hungry or anything like that, but I prefer to eat a meal that'll keep me full for 4 to 5 hours, and then eat something else that'll keep me full another 4 to 5 hours, and then eat something else later. That's what works best for me. The best way to do that for me and my girl was having foods that are nutrient dense and foods that can be eaten in huge volumes that aren't calorie dense? The answer to that would be veggies. They're usually really great to just fill up on and makes you feel full, and obviously some of them have these small micronutrients that we don't think about, such as potassium and calcium, vitamin A, E, C. And I do take pills in the morning of these vitamins, but I find it a lot better to be eating food sources that contain these things instead of popping pills. Obviously, it's not every single meal that one eats that's gonna leave them feeling full. So usually I'll have my main meal and I'll just listen to my body. If it goes between 15 and 30 minutes and I'm still feeling hungry, then I'll just prepare myself a snack. Snacking's been really fun and easy as well. Everything's been pretty low calorie, pretty simple. A bit on the sweet side, because usually I'd have my main meal and the snack would be somewhat of a dessert. I showed y'all an example of what a snack would be for both me and my girls, so things of that nature would end up being snacks, just frozen berries, some type of yogurt base or something like that, fruits, anything pretty much that's low calorie, high in nutrients, and fills up your stomach. I'm gonna go ahead and make this last snack, or second to last snack, depending on how many calories are left for me today, and we'll probably talk after, or I'm done vlogging for the day. We'll see. Very cool. So to start off with, I just diced up some kiwi. Up next, I just diced up a bit of baking chocolate. After that, I threw some low-fat vanilla quark on top. Crumbled up 2 digestive cookies, and here's the result. Alright, so that snack leaves me with 205 calories left for the day. So I'll probably just have a protein shake later, and that'll be the end of the full day of eating for today. It's already 9:30. Finally, after all the weather delays and all of that, back out flying today. Even though there's been a bunch of weather delays and all that stuff, it's given me even more time to read up and actually understand what I'm going to be doing in these lessons. So that's been the only plus side of it. I'm at the airport now. About to go ahead and head inside, have my brief, and we'll be up in the skies. Hopefully I get some clips and we'll see. Alright, just finished up. Lesson went really well. So I'm about to head home, make some dinner. Gotta start packing too. Traveling back home for Christmas, so gotta get that done as well. So today we had straight and level flight and turns. Really simple, basic stuff. Sounds simple and basic at least, but once you actually sit in the plane, you've got to try to get it right and, have your angles right and know when to turn, know when to bank this way, bank that way. But it was pretty fun. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to fly for the next 2 or 3 weeks since I'm going home. So I just hope that when I get back, that everything I learned isn't lost, and I can keep progressing and keep moving forward, so I don't have to redo lessons all over again and use money on that. I just basically hope that I'm able to build on what I've already learned instead of taking 2 or 3 steps back. Obviously, that's going to happen along the way, that I might take 3 steps forward and end up taking 2 backwards because of some kind of situation. It's gonna happen, but I'm just hoping that everything goes well and goes smooth, and that I keep progressing forward from here. I'm feeling like the only way from here right now, literally and figuratively speaking, is up. When it comes to anything, getting knocked down, anything, just keep going up, keep moving forward.